Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aryan Gupta, and if you haven't yet, click the subscribe button to stay tuned for more amazing videos like this. Alright guys, so for today's video, we're going to be talking about living in a college dorm during COVID-19. This is an interesting topic because obviously people don't have the privilege that I have, that can stay at a college during the pandemic. I'm lucky to have amazing family, and just had the amazing opportunity to live on campus during the pandemic or live in an apartment off campus during a pandemic. Majority of people and the majority of friends I know have to be forced to live at home due to financial circumstances and businesses being, hurt, stuff like that. Also with family illness, things can get tough, and I wish them all the best. I have a few friends right now who are going through a rough situation, and I truly wish them all the best. I know 2020 has not been the best for everyone, and I just hope everyone has a better year in 2021, because this shit's crazy, like for real. Like I can't even imagine what people are going through right now. I'm pretty blessed to not test positive for COVID-19, and I'm not going to say yet because I am not getting COVID-19 or the new variant. Knock on wood, because I'm just not trying to get sick, just trying to have a good time and vibe with my friends. So living in the dorm, very, very interesting. One thing I gotta say is that I lived in an apartment on campus at Emory, and it's been pretty nice. The room was super cool. There was like, you go in and then you take a left or right turn. There's 4 rooms, 2 on each side. You have a laundry machine and a living room with a kitchen. Super nice. I love it. And the thing with COVID is that only 2 people can live in the apartment, which is nice. If there was 4 people living in the apartment, that would be too much of a hassle, and I would not feel comfortable, not gonna lie. I like how there's only 2 people living in the dorm. It's me and my friend Alex from Germany. Shout out to him. He's a great guy, I respect. Great roommate. And yeah, it's someone I can like easily live with. Good vibe, stuff like that. It's great. Also, another thing is that you have to learn how to cook. And when I came in to Emory second year as a sophomore, which I currently am a sophomore, I did not know how to cook. When we were growing up, not to be gender this or that, but like usually the girls were taught how to cook. The guys, we were just taught how to work, make a living, stuff like that. Cooking wasn't really in the material, but I'm glad I learned how to cook, because cooking shouldn't be genderized. And in fact, everyone should know how to cook. Cooking is an important skill, and now I know how to cook many dishes, and it's perfect. I know how to use the grill. In the past, I used to be scared of using the grill because I saw my mom like using the grill, and I'm like, wow, like your hands like must not be like, sensitive to the heat on the grill. And she was like, yeah, like you'll get used to it. I'm like, hopefully. Like shit, like I was not good at that because I was just not used to cooking. But now it's perfect. It's great. I can cook any dish that's necessary as long as I have the proper materials and the proper instructions. We're good. No accidents, no fire alarm set. We're chilling. So I come in, and my roommate actually like taught me a lot when it came to cooking, because back in Germany he had to cook the majority of the meals for his family, and him and his girlfriend cooked a lot of meals. And I got inspired. I'm like, damn, as an American, I'm so behind. All these international kids are so ahead of us in the game, in the system. Like, I just feel even more privileged because as a kid, my mom cooked all the meals. I was just studying in high school, and she was like, hey, Aryan, your food's ready. So I just came downstairs, had a meal to eat. Now, I cook my own meals all by myself. Well, with my roommate, but we're basically all by myself. And we're just like, wow, like, this is it. We're just fully independent now, and I love being more and more independent. That's what I love about college, and separate from high school, because in high school we were always governed and watched by our parents, but in college, you can do whatever you want. Obviously, don't do dumb shit, you know what I mean? But like, stay safe, have a good time, and you learn a lot. It's great. And living in an apartment, it was kind of boring because during the pandemic, obviously you can't really go to people's apartments for parties and stuff. Obviously, I know friends who did, unfortunate, not going to judge them, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I kept it safe, kept it cool, and I didn't get COVID, so it was a dub at the end of the day. So, I had a good time, But yeah, like I was mostly in the apartment the whole semester with my roommate because like there was nothing else to do. We played FIFA, talk with friends on FaceTime. It's pretty much it. There's nothing much to do after you study for classes and stuff. So what I would say was that it was kind of boring, but living in a room taught me a lot. It taught me about like my willpower. I've realized that I had a lot more willpower than I initially realized because, okay, I just repeated realized so many times, but like I learned that I could like live in these conditions that were way different than before COVID. I've learned to live alone too because my roommate moved out earlier during Thanksgiving break, and I had to live by myself for a whole month before I moved back home. And I learned how to live by myself. I was very, very independent, and I felt pretty good about it. I felt like I could survive on my own, and that's gonna be a really important skill for the future. So I'm blessed to have this opportunity to live in an apartment. And yeah, another aspect was just like, you know, it's good to see people from other apartments because like at Emory, like there's like this big building where you have like students who live in different rooms on different floors. So I would try my best to visit their apartments, obviously with mask on and stuff, taking the necessary precautions, and I felt pretty good. It was good to interact with people, even though living in an apartment during a pandemic, there's obviously less social interactions. Students, have they deal with mental health problems like depression, lots of more anxiety. With online classes, we had to do it from our computers. Sometimes the internet was shitty. So, like one time, I was taking a test, and it locked me out of the test. So I had to reconnect to the Wi-Fi and then quickly finish the test and turn it in. It was such a hassle, but luckily it turned out well, so I didn't have to worry. But Emory Wi-Fi is not that good. Like I thought it was gonna be good, but it's not as good as I expected. I mean, sometimes it comes in really clutch for, playing games and stuff. But other than that, like, it cuts out when you really depend on it when it comes to, like, tests, exams, stuff like that. But in the end, I'm glad, like, everything worked out okay. It's all good. Next semester, I'm going to be living in an apartment again, same apartment. So I'm going to be used to it now. I would get food from the SAC. The SAC is the Emory name for a cafeteria. So I would walk like 2 minutes out of my apartment to get food and then walk back in. That was literally one of the only times I would walk back out, walk back in. Because other than that, like to get food, if I don't have groceries, I would go to the SAC, the cafeteria, for food. Otherwise, I would just stay at home most of the days and just get bored. One thing I'll do more next semester is just get active. Go outside, go out for walks so I can get more vitamin D. It will be better long term from mental health, stuff like that. Because being bored, I felt like I was locked in my room, and it was very, very depressing. But now, like when I go outside and stuff, like I'll feel a lot better about it. So it's all good. We're chilling. Next semester, I'm hoping it's gonna be even better than what I experienced last semester, because last semester for me was not that good. I know a lot of people had a good semester, and I'm happy for them, For me, it wasn't that way. It could have been a lot better. My freshman year was the best. Nothing could top that. Freshman year was a whole movie, like in 4K. Like I had the best life. It was great, no stress. And then my fantasy left, and my reality just hit me in the face. And it's like, hey, this is for real. Like, you gotta start trying. You can't keep fucking around. Like, this is it. So I came to my senses. I'm like, all right, Aryan, you can't fuck up. This is your year, and you gotta keep doing well. Like, grades gotta go up, this, that, this. So I'm just like, all right, bet. So next semester, I'm gonna be on my grind, I got into the B school, which I'm very happy about. And so we start those courses next semester. So I'm gonna get on my grind for that and, work on my New Year's resolutions. In the comments, let me know if you guys made your New Year's resolutions, because making resolutions is very important, because those are the goals that you're going to stick to for the whole year, and you'll be working on, achieving your resolutions, and you'll feel very, very proud at the end of the day. Trust me, it's good to make resolutions every year, because if you stick to it and achieve it, the prize is amazing at the long term. It's great. Go to the gym for me, stuff like that, like, it's great. I just can't wait. And I also can't wait to make more friends. I know more people are moving into the Claremont building apartment at Emory. So I can't wait to make more friends there and interact more with old friends that I hadn't interacted much with during freshman year. And yeah, like I'm just excited for where this next semester takes me overall. And I'm blessed to be part of a good community full of, excellent students. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. This is my experience living in an apartment during COVID-19. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Most importantly, the more shares, the better. I want more people to know about my YouTube channel. Emory college student, an Emory YouTube college student on the rise. The more subscribers, the better, and the more views, the better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.